Hi guys, so I'm going to read Green Lantern number 12. This story is the first appearance of the Gambler, who was one of probably the Golden Age Green Lantern's arch enemy, one of his arch enemies anyway. And he's the founding member of the Injustice Society. Eventually I'll read that comic, the Injustice Society, where Justice Society fights Injustice Society. But wanted dead or alive, Green Lantern and the Adventure of the Gambler. Take a mystic potency of an ancient green lamp, potency which enables a man to walk through walls and gives him immunity to metals for 24 hours after he has touched the power ring to the green lamp. Combine it with the tremendous willpower of Alan Scott, and you have Green Lantern. We are all born with the instinct to take chances. The man doesn't live and hasn't gambled at one time or another. Even Green Lantern and Dobie Dickles have tried their luck against long odds, in hundreds of harrowing life-or-death struggles, where a wink of fate might have meant curtains. But this is a story of a man who turned his whole life into a breathtaking gamble, a man whose mania for betting on fate, whose indifference to all but chance, turned him into the craftiest and most fearless crook Green Lantern and Dobie Dickles ever battled. This is the story of The Gambler by Mark Nody. Look at this picture of the graduating class of Central High School. Could you pick out the boy who was to grow up to become the Gambler? The Gambler himself would bet 10 to 1 that you couldn't, and he'd be right. For who could know this boy has a master crook in the making? The day after graduation, even young Steve Sharp himself was unaware of the hand fate was about to deal with him.
Well, school's over and life's begun for me, Helen. Won't be long before I'm a partner in this store, and then we can get married. Marry you, Steve? I don't know about that. Gosh, Helen, you can't hold my folks against me. Even if my pop and grandpop weren't gamblers, I'm not.
But fate has stacked the cards against Steve Sharp for.
Hi, Steve, I just bought a sweepstake ticket. Gonna make me a fortune.
Oh, that's Pool Room Charlie, and you know him. That's why I'm doubtful, Steve. I won't marry a gambler, and I won't marry you till I'm sure you don't take after your father and grandfather.
Golly, I gotta prove to Helen that I'd never take chances. I gotta work hard and show her I believe in the same things she does.
But fate's phony game went on, for 1 week later.
Hey, Steve, heard the news? Pool Room's Charlie's outside in a big car. His sweepstakes ticket came in.
What?
Why, that's my girl, Helen, riding with him. Sure, ain't you heard? Now that he's got all the dough, he's gonna marry him.
She's gonna marry him.
Hey, where are you going? I don't know, and I don't care. Tell my boss I'm quit. I'm through.
The unhappy boy wandered about all day and half the night.
She said she wouldn't marry a gambler, and then, but why? That's why I want to know. Why do I get such a dirty deal?
Just then,
that child!
That child, it'll be killed. I've got to take a chance and try to save her.
As Steve darts forward, the car swerves in a mad effort to avoid an accident, and...
My chance to be a hero. Maybe win back Helen.
But again, fate has dealt Steve Sharp a double cross.
A doll, and I thought it was a real child. And instead of being a hero, I'm the cause of an innocent man being injured. All this dough lying loose around here, and no one to stop me. I'm through being a sucker. From now on, I'll take what I can get. No matter what people say, there's only one thing that matters in life, and that's luck. And the lucky people are those who take chances.
An hour later, in the seclusion of his home, Steve Sharp drinks a toast to the crook in the making himself.
Here's how, grandfather. From now on, I gamble with my life, and I'll take every chance there is, until one day I gamble and lose. I drink to you and my new self, the Gambler.
Oh yeah, I should say, like, there's this comic was made during World War II, so there's a lot of like about like scrap iron and that, like and war bonds on the bottom. So I don't know. I don't know if there were like larger ads or something, but like yeah, there's a lot of texts about it, like we're talking about black markets and scrap iron and stuff like that. But so the career of the gambler was underway. First, a daring job in Des Moines against heavy odds, and this is wanted, the gambler, $1,000 reward. Time slips swiftly past until,
"You guys heard about the gambler? Him? The guy's a maniac. There ain't a chance or bet he won't take." "What do you mean, maniac? The guy's a genius."
And still time passes. His fate continues to smile on a man who is not afraid to gamble with her. Wanted, the gambler, $10,000 reward for arson, theft, burglary, and murder. But this time, the gambler's audience consists of two old friends, Alan Scott and Dobie Dickles.
"Oh, baby, 10 grand reward. What a crook he must be."
"Who, the gambler? You said a mouthful, Dobie. He's a crook in capital letters." Suddenly, "You spoke the truth, sir. The gambler is the greatest of them all. Why, I bet 20 to 1 they'll never get him."
"What? Oh."
"What do you say, lads? Is it a bet? Get moving, Dobie." "No, thanks. I don't bet." And to this is our introduction to the gambler today. "Pay up, gentlemen. I won my bet, didn't I? I told you I'd never be recognized."
"Yeah, boss, but what a chance you took. Woo."
Tisk, what frightened little man you are. The gambler always takes chances, and I took this one merely to prove that I can operate in this city."
"When are we going to start work, boss?"
"This afternoon, and I'll bet I'll toss 1 to 5 you can't guess where even this riddle is a clue. Where can you lose your shirt on a blackboard?" As the gambler and his mobsters move off.
"What was that? What I think it was?"
It was. Imagine the gall of the gambler, hanging around with his own reward sign. "Come on, Dobie." Swiftly, the duo dashes to Alan's apartment and...
"So it's action, huh? But where do we go?"
"To the stock exchange, of course. That's the answer to the gambler's riddle." Then Green Lantern touches his power ring to the mystic green lamp of the Orient, and again his stirring oath resounds. In brightest... So this is the modern Green Lantern oath. Like before, he said like a completely different one in the Alan Scott stories, but now he's he's saying like the modern one, but in brightest day and blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern's light. All right, Dobie, let's go.
"You know, Lantern, I got a hunch we ain't gonna have a weary easy time with this here gambler character."
Meanwhile, before the vast stock exchange building.
"Gosh, boss, that sure is a swell outfit you're wearing."
"Tut, lads, no compliments. Let's get down to business. If all goes well, I figure we have a 3 to 5 chance of success." Inside the building. Your disguise is splendid, Joey. You're the image of the stock boy. We took care of it at lunch. All right, let's go." Then in the room where the stock prices are listed. Joey's begun to work on the blackboard. Get set, boys. Unless I'm wrong about human psychology, our plans are 100 to 1, sure shot. And as the phony stock clerk chalks false prices on the board, the jittery stock market runs riot.
"Great Scott! Steel down to 30. I'm wiped out. Look at that board. I've got to sell. The bottom's dropped out of the market. Sell."
And under the cover of the seething terror, "Quick now, lads, take only big bonds and large bills. They'll be wise to our hoax in a few minutes."
"What a brain you got, boss. This is terrific."
"Yes, it's clever, eh? But do hurry. I'll bet you boys 8 to 3 the cops arrive within 5 minutes.
Don't talk like that, gambler, please."
Suddenly, into the turmoil rockets and our emerald and crimson meteor, Green Lantern.
"Look, the cops. No worse, it's Green Lantern."
Tis seems I was wrong about the cops. Greetings, gambler. How do you... just a minute. While I pay off a bet I just lost. There you are, boys.
Pal, here comes a payoff you didn't bet on.
Mr. Dickles, I presume. Famous friend of the Green Lantern.
Right, ouch!
Mustn't be too hasty, you know.
Crash!
Swiftly, the emerald force of the power ring lashes out.
Oh, what guns?
Gambler, aren't you gonna help us?
Certainly I will. In fact, I'll give 6 to 5 I get rid of the Green Lantern. Permanently. I'll take that bet, Gambler, because I have a hunch you'll be going to be snowed under. Dear me, Lantern, aren't you a little excitable? A snap of the Gambler's arm, and from his sleeve into his hand drops a Derringer, deadly weapon of all the Gamblers. Then, as the tape drops away, so you think your Derringer is going to stop me, Gambler? Go ahead, shoot your bullets. Not bullets, Green Lantern, but ammonia gas. I'm well aware that bullets can't harm you. All right, boys, let's get out of here. And as the Gambler and his mob slip off,
They got away, Lantern.
yeah, my eyes. I'll say they got away. Imagine falling for a trick like that. I must be slipping. Listen, Dobie, I've got to get to the station for a special war bond broadcast, and then we'll try to pick up the Gambler's trail. Meet me at the studio at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Meanwhile, at the Gambler's luxurious hideout.
But boss, why didn't you bump off the Green Lantern?
No time, lads. If we stayed there 1 minute more, it's 3 to 1 the cops would have nabbed us. Say, who wants to cut cards for my share of the swag?
Not Gambler, not for us. You always win.
No takers, eh? All right, then I better make up for my next job. Then the Gambler magically transforms his face.
Golly, Gambler, are you young or old?
What does your real face look like?
To tell the truth, boys, I've changed it so often, I forgot what it looks like myself. All right, now we are ready to go. Our next job is a radio station. Show at station WMCG. It's a quiz show that hands out $10,000 in cash and $5,000 in war bonds. But we'll cash in tonight. Come on. When the famous quiz show Take a Chance opens. And now is our first contestant, volunteering from the studio audience. Take a Chance is prepared to give $10,000 in cash and $5,000 in war bonds. But before the amazed quizmaster can pop the first question...
One moment, Mr. Announcer. I'll make you a proposition. If you can guess what's in my pocket, I'll double your rewards.
This is most unusual, but very generous. Let me see, a handkerchief?
You'll be sorry.
Too bad, but it's the wrong answer. And as you can see, I forgot to mention that the penalty for failure is... get your rewards.
You mean this is a stack-up?
While in the radio control room, I've got the 10 grand, lads. You strip the audience. Glory be. The Gambler, he's taking prizes and robbing all the people out there. Clothes fly in a secluded corner of station WMCS, transforming Alan Scott into Green Lantern. I'm glad I'm still wearing my costume, and that the power ring's still charged.
Green Lantern!
Green Lantern! Drop those guns, chums. What do you think this is, a Crime Busters program? Now, Gambler. Oh, you're Derringer again. More gas? I'm not telling, Green Lantern. There are 5 barrels in this gun, and they each contains a different surprise for these people, unless you surrender right now. I can't let those people get hurt.
Let 'em have it, Gambler.
Nonsense. I have a sporting proposition for Green Lantern. I'm gonna gamble with you, Green Lantern, for your life. If you lose, it's curtains. If you win, I'll let you go free to entertain me some more. Your life depends on which way this gadget falls, my friend, so watch closely. Amidst tense silence, the glittering bit of metal spins away, the Gambler's challenge to fate. I've got to pray for a break, because if I lose, I'll have to let him finish me, for the sake of these people.
'Tis the Gambler's. Even gamble with his own worst enemy.
Then, while life and death spin precariously, suddenly,
Suck! Dobie!
It's 9 o'clock and hey, what's going on here? This is the break I prayed for. Don't ask questions, Dobie. Just make with your fists.
In one titanic onslaught, Green Lantern drives the gamblers' gangsters out of the studio.
This way out, please. Oh, my head.
Pardon me, pal. But do I slug yous or not? Your face ain't familiar.
On side, my boy. I'm slightly rushed. Phew! And another barrel of the gambler's Derringer provides an unexpected surprise for Green Lantern. Sorry to interrupt, Green Lantern, but we must be leaving. You'll excuse the smokescreen, I hope.
Dobie, where are you? What happened?
That's me, you punching lantern. The gambler's getting away.
Ta-ta, Green Lantern. Meet me at the racetrack tomorrow and we'll have more fun together. Then as the gambler and his hoods leave,
what's the idea, boss? Letting the Green Lantern go and then telling him our next job.
Leave it to me, boys. I happen to know that you can't beat fate unless you show her you're willing to take chances. But that was a terrific chance I took back in the studio. I wonder whether Green Lantern and I would have won. And back in the station, WMCG is the answer to see the gambler's question. So I won after all, and the gambler would have had to let me go free.
That guy sure is a sucker for taking chances.
Yes, and that's what partially accounts for his phenomenal success. But I think his lucky streak is about played out. Come what may, tomorrow, I'm going to prove to the gambler that you can't trust to luck. The following afternoon at the municipal racetrack. We're all set. Magnesium flares are in place, and when the riots start, we'll get to work.
Swell. There must be lots of dough in them betting booths, huh?
They're off. The starting barrier lifts, and the racehorse leaps forward.
But what's this? What's happened? Look out, the horses are stampeding. Bang, bang.
And through the frightened horses run riot through the panicky crowds.
Let's go, boys. We're 10-1 cinch to pull off this job unnoticed. Sure, boss. Everyone's so excited out there, they won't see a thing.
But just then, a brilliant green thunderbolt streaks out of the sky.
Green Lantern!
Ah, so you decided to accept my challenge for another gamble with fate, Green Lantern. But I know you won't waste your time on me, not when the lives of all those people are endangered. You're right, gambler, but I'll give you 2-1 that I'll save those people out there and get you while I'm through.
I'll take that bet, Green Lantern.
The gambler certainly knows human psychology. I gotta save these people first, and that may give him the very chance he's gambling on. The mystic power ring surges forth with brilliant radiance. But perhaps the grand gambler didn't reckon the power ring in his odds. Gigantic willpower and mystic green magic merge, and...
Look, the horses, we're safe. That's Green Lantern up there. We don't have to worry now. Look out below, gambler. I'm bringing you a parcel of ponies. Want to place your bets? You'll pay your money and you'll take your choice. Ooh!
Looks like this is the one bet I lost.
Lantern, quick! The gambler's losing himself in the crowd.
Once more, the gambler snaps his arm. Down drops the deadly Derringer. But as he turns to fire...
Look out, Lantern! Ooh!
Looks like I win this time, gambler. Well, well, gambler. This is the one time where your bet on chance didn't pan out. You walked right into it. And so the police at last get their hands on the man who outgambled them for so many years.
Well, Lantern, looks like the gambler took his last gamble for a long time, eh?
I wonder, Dobie. I wonder. And that's the end of that comic. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.